Let's start this afternoon by you telling us your name, your grad year, and your major.
My name is Sonia Medina. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a pre-nursing major.
Wonderful. And I know, Sonia, you have many donor-funded scholarships, but can you tell us two that you have?
I have the Norma DeVolder scholarship, and I have the Jean and
John Mackey.
Yeah,
those are wonderful. And you have the Norma DeVolder pre-nursing scholarship because you are going to be a
nurse.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. So I know you have quite a few. How have your scholarships impacted your time here at Western? How have they helped you grow as a student and as a person?
Well, when I first applied, I just got started the year, I think, with just the presidential one.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the year when I started, they gave me more because I was a student and I was doing good in my classes. And it was just a relief to have, because I'm oh, I have all these, I have to take out a loan for these. And then when I was rewarded them, I was wow, I don't have to worry about that. I can just focus on school. And last year I didn't work because I already saved up from the summer, and I didn't really have to worry about raising too much money because I have them covered because of the scholarships.
And I know because you're in pre-nursing, that is a challenging workload. So we were kind of talking off camera about the classes you're taking this term. So what are you taking so everyone knows what pre-nursing looks like?
So this term I'm taking microbiology and anatomy of the last of the sequence. And then I'm taking healthy relationships.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And you were saying that you really love the material.
Yeah, it's really great because they changed the microbiome class to just fit into nursing. So we have a lot more applied situations, and everything she talks about, she's so when you're talking to patients or when you're dealing with patients, it's really cool to already feel I'm learning to be a nurse. Yeah, they're talking to us like nurses already. It's great.
I love that. Okay, so let's rewind just a little bit. I know you're from Eastern Oregon.
Yeah.
And when you were in high school there, what kind of made you first look at Western Oregon University as the next step, and also what sort of prompted you to apply for scholarships?
Yeah, so I lived in Boardman, but I went to high school in a little rinky-dink town of Ione, Oregon. So it was being there where I was I kind of want to go and explore Western Oregon. It's just so much bigger and so much more life to see. Mm-hmm. And I was torn between Eastern Oregon and Western Oregon University. But I was no, I want to go to Western. When I visited that one day of visitation, I was I'm going here. I love it. Campus is great. The energy is great. So that's how I picked it, yeah.
And then you decided on Western,
mm-hmm.
and then what made you decide on this to kind of investigate the scholarship in the process?
Yeah, so in high school, they're always oh, search the scholarships out, you want to find them. And being someone who didn't really grow up being oh, look for them, you'll find scholarships. Mm-hmm. But I actually had to work hard and apply, and I had great teachers who encouraged me and taught me how to write scholarships, and
wow,
it was just the hard work and determination you need.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have those sort of characteristics mm-hmm. to be pre-nursing. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you when you kind of sit back and think about the fact that there's people out there that are giving these scholarships and donating these scholarships so you can finish school?
Yeah, for me it's a blessing. When I think of going here with almost half my tuition covered by these people who are we need to help these college students out. Being a sophomore and still coming in with more scholarships than what I started with.
Incredible.
It's incredible. I'm I thought being in high school, I'm all these scholarships for seniors, and I always hear people in college are oh, there's not a lot for college students, but I'm there are.
Yeah.
You have to look for them, and there's these people you need to look for, and it's great.
What's your favorite part about being a Western Oregon University student?
For me, it's just the environment being here, because I still live on campus. I live in the Arbor Park apartments, and you still feel a part of campus, even just being here, walking to class. It's just so close knit that you see people and you're like, oh, hey, like I remember you. I took a class with you, and
Isn't that
it's
fun?
just that welcoming like environment. Like
When you're not studying crazy to be a nurse, what are you doing?
usually I try to seek out events on campus.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So what events have you loved on campus?
Well, from like last year, I love the bingo events.
Yeah.
I always try to look for those because there's always like the coolest prizes.
Yeah.
And I was on Hall Gov last year.
Yep.
So I was just like, I know the hard work that they go into making those campus events
Right.
and seeking people to go to them. So I'm like, they're already putting this hard work, might as well go, and you still get something out of it.
Yeah.
Like that connection with people and the things they offer.
That's
like it's
awesome.
a great experience too, like just to be there, be a wolf.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Let's circle back to young Sonia.
Yeah.
And if there was somebody, there's a high school girl out there, like kind of shopping universities, looking around, what would you tell her about Western in your experience?
I would say it's small enough that you can make connections. And it's big enough that you can still get that college experience.
Perfect.
Because like when I was looking at colleges, like I didn't want to go something super small and I didn't want to go something super big. And this was perfect. It's like
awesome.
that perfect size.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And my last question for you, if your donors walk through the door right now, what would you want them to know? What would you tell them?
I just give my gratitude, like a thank you, because that's all I can really give them is like that thank you and show them my determination that their donation is not going to be for granted. Because I'm working hard and I'm determined to reach my goal. So it's like giving them that guarantee, like
yes,
like I'm
doing
here,
it
I'm
right.
doing it.
I'm you can be proud of me.
Yeah.
I'm what you envisioned you were giving to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get that.